people are tired, our crew is tired, the officers are tired themselves, and then it becomes very difficult sometimes to manage the crew. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm your friend Nawaf and you're watching Shipmate Nawaf Kazi. Guys, today's topic is going to be interesting and we are going to talk about crew management during critical operations such as tank cleaning. All of us know that when there is tank cleaning going on, it is a time-bound operation. So here are few pointers which will help you in managing your crew during a critical operation like tank cleaning. So let us quickly begin this video guys. If you are a deck officer sailing on a tanker, this video is definitely for you. Let's start. Point number 1. Well rested before the operation. I know guys, it is not possible always to well rest your crew before the operations, before tank cleaning operations, but whenever possible, as and when time permit, knock off your crew, let them rest well. If you have reserve power, you can use it anytime. So let the crew be well rested if possible before the operations, because you know that after few hours the tank cleaning operations are going to start and then it will be a long journey till the time we finish the entire operations. Point number 2, it's very important guys to have a meeting with all your crew. Have a meeting with the crew, not only the bosun, all the crew. Make them understand how many days you have for tank cleaning, how many days are required for the tank cleaning, what is the plan for the tank cleaning, what kind of hot water wash, cold water wash, fresh water rinse, inerting, purging, gas freeing, all those procedures you explain them, how much time it is going to take, so that the crew also themselves know that this is a big operation and it is going to take some time and energy. This makes them mentally prepared for the operation and they know that yes, this is what is expected from us and they are ready for it before the operation begins. Point number 3 is again very important guys. Divide your team. If you have 8 crew, divide 4-4. If you have 6 crew, divide 3-3. You need to divide your teams. When one team is operating, the other team has to be on rest. And when the other team is operating, the first team has to go back on rest. It is very important to have overlap of the crew. If you take all the crew and start with the tank cleaning operation, they will be very active for the first 12 hours maybe, but after that 12 hours it is human body, human mind, it is going to get tired for sure, and then you have nobody with you on deck to continue with the operations. So it is very important, divide into 2 teams. I know in today's world manpower is short, we have less and less crew on board to deal with such things, but yes, whatever team is available with you, divide it into 2 if required, and if the operations is very critical and time bound, you can also seek help from engine room crew. Let's move on to the 4th point. After having said that divide your crew equally, keep equal division. Don't make one team strong and the other team, there is no one who knows anything about the tank cleaning operation. Of course, I'm sure on your deck crew there must be certain crew who is very good into technical jobs, who is very good into tank cleaning operations, who understands the lineup. So keep at least one of this crew into each team. Divide your team equally. There should be equal division of the crew as per their talent, as per their experience into both the teams. Make equal balance so that both your teams are performing well. Let us move to the next one. Point number 5 guys. It's very important, keep only the required crew. Do not keep all. Like now I said divide your team into 2. Let us say you have 8 crew members on board for tank cleaning operations, you divided them into 4 and 4, but even in this 4 you don't need 2 guys, you need only 2 of them for the operations. Let's say cold water washing is going on and you need only 2 crew to monitor whether the machines are running fine. Keep the 2 and knock off the other 2 guys, because you don't know guys when you are going to need these 2 members, whether you need them to extend during their work hours, then you can easily pull out these 2 members who are resting and ask them to continue for some while. During tank cleaning, the planning has to be dynamic. You cannot write on one paper and follow it. It has to be dynamic. Let's say one tank cleaning machine stops running, you have to all the way plan to pull it out and it is going to take time as well as manpower. So if you have these 2 crew rested from the team, you can ask them to carry on with the next team until this job is completed. So it is very important, keep only people who are required. That will also help you, like certain operations when hot water washing or cold water washing, it's a long cycle, 2 hours wash or 3 hours wash each tank. so it is going to take some time. When this thing is going on, you don't need so much of crew on deck, maybe 2 crew just to monitor and open some valves and close some valves. So remaining 2 can be knocked off so that they are well rested and they can be utilized for next operations which require more crew, such as mopping, drying and things like that. Guys, point number 6 is the most important point. It is the most important point: planning of your tank cleaning operation and preparing before the operations. I have a detailed video on this one, guys. If you have not seen this video, please go and see this video, effective methods of tank cleaning, and I will post the link somewhere. Please go and watch this video. You have to prepare your machines, your equipment well before the tank cleaning operation starts, and this is going to, guys, believe me, give you a lot of advantage over your operations. You will have time in hand, your crew will be fresh, they will not get tired, and you have things ready. You just have to do it and it happens. Watch this detailed video, it will be very helpful. Let's move to point number 7. Guys, point number 7, we need to understand that crew are also human beings like us. They get tired as well. They can work for a certain period of time with full enthusiasm and motivation, but when the body and mind gets tired, you suddenly see the drop in the efficiency to work. You need to understand this and you need to appreciate this. Yes, your crew are getting tired, but what you can do to reduce the tiredness is plan accordingly. Don't make your crew run all around the deck, up and down in the engine room, coming up. Plan your jobs accordingly during tank cleaning operation. One crew is monitoring near, let's say, one port cargo tank, he is monitoring the machine, and you have one more crew near the aft. Now you have to open some valves. Give the instructions to the crew who is closer to these valves. Don't ask the crew who is on the opposite side to go and close the valves or open the valves. Of course, if it is required, it is required, you are doing it. But if the other crew can close it or open it, you inform him accordingly. Make your crew run less on deck and they will be fresh for a longer period. I have seen certain operations where the chief mate is young probably, or does not have much experience about tank cleaning, and the entire crew is running left, right, forward, aft. They run, they get tired, and after some time everyone is tired. So don't do that. Plan your jobs accordingly so that your crew is not tired. Of course, they are going to get tired after a certain period of time, but that reduces their tiredness if you plan your jobs accordingly, plan your instructions accordingly. Like, don't ask them to come at the manifold, open one valve. He comes at the manifold, opens one valve and goes all the way forward where one wing washing is going on. After 5 minutes you call him back on the manifold to open the valve. No, the process should keep on going in your mind as an officer so that you know what is coming next and you accordingly utilize your crew so they are less tired. So this is one important point, guys. Note down. I know it will come with experience, but try to do that since you're beginners level, and over a period of time you will be pro in it. Point number 8, guys. Crew are people like us. We need to acknowledge that they also need breaks. They need breaks. So keep a check on their breaks. It happens sometimes that the crew is tired, no break, 6 hours straight working, no break, no water, no loo break. That is not a good sign that you're doing tank cleaning in a proper way. You need people, I know that you need people for doing these operations, but try to give them breaks. Not half hour, 15 minutes or 20 minutes break is sufficient. Let them have a coffee, come back on deck so they are fresh. Let them take a loo break, come back on deck. There are 2 things with this. One is the crew member gets some time to relax. He comes inside, has a cup of coffee or a juice and he goes back on deck. He's relaxed. And second thing, he knows that my officer cares for me and he is monitoring me and he considers me as part of his team, and he is not only taking care of the tank cleaning but he is taking care of me as well. So that trust, that bonding comes up, and it's very much important to have your team with the same motivation what you have during any tank cleaning operation. Point number 9, guys. You are chief mate but you have crew. Maybe you have excellent crew, maybe you have not experienced crew, but take suggestions from your crew if required. If some crew is coming and giving you some suggestion to do a certain thing in a certain way, take the suggestion, acknowledge it, accept it and act accordingly if you feel it is right. Decision maker is you. You are the officer. You are responsible. You are decision maker. Decision will be yours, and everyone has to follow it. But sometimes it happens that you have a very experienced bosun with you, and he will come up with a very good suggestion, or an experienced AB or an OS who has been doing tank cleaning on same type of ship for many years. He will come up with a suggestion which will help you for the tank cleaning. Appreciate that, acknowledge that, take that suggestion and move ahead with your team. Last but not the least, guys, point number 10 is, you know that you're doing hard work during tank cleaning operations. So as your crew is doing very hard work in tank cleaning operations. When you are doing as a chief mate tank cleaning operations in the CCR, your second mate and third officer are on bridge doing 6 on 6 off for all those while. So appreciate and acknowledge the efforts by everyone. Once you are winding up for the day, maybe you want to take a small break, you're winding up for the day, appreciate your crew, acknowledge, good job guys, let us continue tomorrow, let us see what we can do tomorrow and how we can go about it. A small discussion, small appreciation will make the crew feel good about it, and I'm sure you will succeed with the tank cleaning operations without any hassles or issues with the management of the crew. Saying that, this video was nothing to do with the technical aspects of tank cleaning. Decision maker is you. This was only a brief talk about how to manage your crew and how to do their planning while managing such critical operations on board and time-bound operations on board. So guys, if you like this video and if you have watched till the end, thank you very much. If you liked it, please press the like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe the video. Stay tuned for more such video. This is your host Nawaf signing off. Bye bye for now.